On Tuesday, September 13th, federal Judge Bruce Reinhart unsealed additional parts of the affidavit that was used as the basis for the FBI's August 8th search of former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago compound. Although a heavily redacted version of the affidavit had been released in August, attorneys for the DOJ pushed for more to be unsealed, and new details in the affidavit that have been made publicly available, legal experts allege indicate that Trump may have made false or misleading statements to his attorneys, who repeated them to the DOJ officials. One of the legal experts who has weighed in on the newly unsealed parts of the affidavit is Joyce White Vance, a University of Alabama law professor and former federal prosecutor who is a frequent guest on MSNBC.
Well, this does in large part make the information that's been revealed consistent between the D.C. and the Florida investigations. Of course, the Mar-a-Lago grand jury subpoena is issued out of a grand jury functioning in the District of Columbia. If there's one takeaway here, Nicole, and it's not certain, but there's more of an implication in this newly released information that the former president did play a role in the provision of information about documents to whoever the lawyer was who certified this information to the Justice Department. There's this implication that documents were stored in storage areas and that there was nothing in personal offices, and that seems like the sort of information that would have been very likely to come from the former president. So this gives DOJ more of a basis to move forward. And of course, because this involves the grand jury subpoenas and not documents that were ultimately seized in the search, DOJ is free to move forward with inquiries to witnesses without violating Judge Cannon's order.
Business Insider's Tom Porter reports, according to the newly released information, one Trump attorney told the DOJ he was not advised there were any records in any private office space or other locations in Mar-a-Lago. A lawyer for Trump, Christina Bobb, also signed a statement saying that all of the information requested by the government had been handed back. That information turned out to be false. When agents executed a search warrant at Mar-a-Lago on August 8th, they found stashes of highly confidential records, including in Trump's offices, haphazardly kept alongside his personal items. Analysts say the new evidence indicates Trump himself was likely behind the attorney's false claims. David Laufman, a former DOJ counterintelligence official, also believes that the affidavit indicates that Trump gave his attorney false information. Laufman told MSNBC, "I think it's more likely than not that he lied to them, knowing that they were going to transmit those lies to the government." Law professor Ryan Goodman has weighed in as well. In a Twitter thread posted on September 13th, Goodman posted, "New Trump lawyer told DOJ FBI he was advised all White House records were in Mar-a-Lago storage room, and he was not advised any records were in any private office space." Most likely points to being advised by his client, Donald Trump. Less redacted affidavit just released. Here's a look at what Senator Elizabeth Warren has to say about Trump's handling of the classified docs.
There is absolutely no reason, no excuse for taking these documents, but more to the point, he is putting the security of the United States at risk, and he must be stopped. We need to keep these documents secure. Our government needs to be able to deal with them. But this is Donald Trump doing what Donald Trump always does. He puts Donald Trump first. And everyone else, literally, including people who are out in the field whose lives could be at risk, all are subsidiary to Donald Trump. He cares only about himself. What's important is that we have a Department of Justice that, without fear and without favor, is going forward in its investigation. We need the courts to abide by the laws on this. And we need to remind everybody in America, including former presidents, no one is above the law.
Stay tuned for updates, and thank you for watching Raw Story TV. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com, stay informed, and tap below to take action by liking, subscribing, and joining all those who like their news raw.